Anxiety. I've always had anxiety every single time for the past, 10 years, with everything I've been trying to do, with everything I want to try. Just because I have many doubts and fears of what can happen from my actions, and that's why I always have anxiety. So what is anxiety? Hey guys, my name is Rycopene and welcome back to another video. This is a follow-up to my self-confidence video a few months back, which, come to think of it, my last video was the last episode of The Last of Us 2, which I haven't been uploading that much after that, mainly because I want to enjoy this quarantine life, and I had to finish a lot of things, but I really want to make content again, and I'm starting off with this one. So what is anxiety in general terms? It's typically phrased as a fear of what's to come, and everything that I've done, just like in the self-confidence video, I've linked it with my public speaking journey, which is very hard to take in because it was a difficult journey. And one thing that made me or turned me into something that I never would have imagined I would become was because of anxiety, because I didn't want to speak in front of a lot of people. I didn't want to hear people talk shit about me or say anything about what I've said or what I've delivered, or like, I don't want to hear their feedback, even if it's a good one, just because of anxiety, of the fear of, hearing what they might say. Or if you have social anxiety, which is one thing that I've also had back in, in middle school and high school, where I was too afraid to be in a place where there's a lot of people, a lot of audience watching me, or like just looking at me, because it's really weird. It's definitely a fear for a lot of people, especially if you're an introvert. Maybe if you're an extrovert, maybe you have this fear. I don't know. It's really a common thing. It really is. So how did I get over my anxiety? And I hope this whatever I'm gonna be sharing with you guys may help you, because I didn't have a clear path. I didn't have this to-do list to surpass anxiety, because it will never go away. You can't really escape anxiety or overcome it in a way. The only way to do it is by living with it, and that's what I've been doing. So I've divided it into 3 steps, which may sound simple, but it really isn't simple, because it's the most difficult thing ever, because it literally needs a lot of courage and a lot of focus and concentration. Those are 2 of the same thing. English, alright? I haven't done a vlog in a few months, so bear with me. First step is accepting that you have anxiety. It may sound simple, but it's one of the hardest things to ever do. Like in my first ever public speaking competition, I wasn't able to do anything. I wasn't able to speak anything. I just stood there on stage in front of a lot of people with nothing to say, just staring at the question, staring at the audience, question, audience, over and over again. That is a big anxiety factor for someone who has never done public speaking before. I was just frozen on stage. I didn't know anything. I was blank. I had nothing to say. I was legit waiting for the timer to reach 0, and then I'd rush off outside the room, and that's pretty much it. And knowing that happened, I have to accept the fact that, I had anxiety back then. Still do, will do, and just live with it. It's hard to accept when you have anxiety, but it's one of the greatest feelings to have if you've accepted anxiety, because it's literally the one thing that's stopping you from doing what you want. It also applies to other professions, say a doctor, or if you're a basketball player or anything, where you're not as good as the other players, you're not as good as the other doctors, and you don't want to embarrass yourself And that's why you're not gonna do anything. But not doing anything will just make you more embarrassing. Will just make you feel embarrassed because you're not able to do anything. So accepting the fact that you have anxiety, accepting that one fact, is the key to provide you with more options in the future. And that leads up to step 2, which is hearing other people's comments, hearing their criticisms, hearing every single bad or good from other people. Like, it's tough. Nobody wants to hear people talk shit about them. Unless you're a psychopath, then fine. But people call me a psychopath, so I don't really know. So it's not really something that you would want to openly or be willingly lend an ear on, but it will definitely help you a lot, because hearing other people or like listening to what they want to say about you, may it be good or bad, criticisms are really helpful to you and to learning and growing as a person. Like, in my journey as a public speaker, it's not that I was self-conscious about hearing the criticisms by other people, but the one thing I failed to realize early on in that path was, if I didn't listen to other people, if I was just in my own box, just following whatever I want to do, then I'm just catering and giving a show to myself and not to millions of people or the audience watching me. I'm not catering to them. I'm only catering to myself, and that's being selfish. So what I did was manned up and listened to every single thing they've said and just accept everything and grow with what they've said, and understand that you're not the best, that you're not the greatest public speaker out there, and you need every single detail, every single help, every single good and bad criticisms from other people, from other seasoned Toastmasters, seasoned veterans, seasoned public speakers who know what they're doing. And I'm just a novice. I'm a beginner. So I have to hear what they have to say, because if I don't, then I'm just gonna cater to myself. Like, you just don't listen to one person. You just don't listen to one coach. You just don't listen to one supervisor in your office, one manager. You don't just listen to one person. You listen to a lot of people, because your audience is wide. You're just not catering to yourself or to that person. You're catering to a lot of people. Like, your manager, your coach may not cater or may not have the same understanding, the same virtues, the same intellect, the same view as other people. They're not the same. Nobody's the same. And it doesn't matter. It's good that you're polarizing, because that's gonna be step 3. No matter what their reaction is, no matter what they want to say, the best way of doing things is to have a response. Having a response will fulfill not just your inner desires from that field, but know that no matter what you say, no matter what bullshit you're trying to give out there, you're gonna get a response either way. May it be good or bad. Accept the fact that, you know, not all people will agree to what you're saying. Not all people will agree to your choices, to your decisions, to your plays. You don't cater to everybody, and that's fine. You don't have to cater to everybody. You don't have to. That's kinda counterintuitive to what I've said in step 2, but bear with me here, okay? The reason why I'm saying this is, everybody is diverse. Like, the earth is diverse, the universe may be diverse. I don't know, maybe Martians or aliens are listening to us. Like, you have a diverse audience. You don't have to cater to both sides. Like, there's one side that will agree and accept, and there's the other side that will not agree to you and just talk shit about you because you suck. And that's fine. being a polarizing figure, being a polarizing person in front of a stage, or a player, or a doctor, or a scientist, or a gamer, or whatever you may be, it's always good to be polarizing, because no matter what you're doing, no matter what thing you decided on, no matter what you chose in life, you're gonna have a response whether you like it or not, because you've given enough influence to those people to give you such responses, which means you're doing a great job. You may not be the best, once again, you may not be the best, but the goal of going outside your anxiety zone, your anxiety factor inside you, the way to live with anxiety is by being polarizing. Like, you don't have to do anything to overcome anxiety. It's never gonna go away. I'm gonna repeat that, it's never gonna go away. And that's fine. Like, learning to live with anxiety is one of the greatest things in life. And I'm not taking that for granted, it's just how it is. By living with anxiety, it's like, it's gonna make you question yourself. You are in a situation where you have to choose something on the spot. It would be dumb if you just said, oh, do this, oh, do that, like, without even thinking about it, without even having the feeling inside you, like, mess up your brain and like choosing instantly. That's weird. It's actually a natural thing, and you just don't understand that. For example, someone's about to die, like right in front of you. You're gonna be like moving around or thinking a lot of things in your head, like, what should I do? Should I call 911? Should I offer help? Should I do CPR? Should I call for these guys? Should I go to here, do there, stop traffic, whatever? Like, you're having a lot of thoughts in your brain. You're having anxiety at that moment where, oh no, I don't know what to do. Like, what should I do? Like, I don't know. I'm stuck there. You're stuck in the middle of everything. And that's what anxiety is. You're stuck in a lot of things. And the only way to get out of it is choose one path. It doesn't matter if it's the wrong path. Just choose a goddamn path. And just follow with whatever it leads you to. There's no right or wrong answer in a situation like that, because you'd never know what will happen if you don't try a single path. Like, one path leads to another, the other path leads to another. It doesn't matter. Each path you take is something you chose yourself, and there's no right or wrong path, once again. And you just have to learn how to live with it. That's what life is. That's what life is trying to teach you. There's no clear path to success. There's no clear path on trying to escape anxiety. But there is one way where you can use anxiety to help you, and that's by living with it. That's how we've always done it. In every situation, in every pumping situation, in a situation like that, like going on stage in front of a lot of people, performing surgeries, having a play in mid-game in a basketball game. Redundant? Who cares? Or having to see an accident. Those thoughts in your brain is because of anxiety. You don't know what to do. But if you don't choose anything from what you've thought about, from all the options that can happen, from all the things, all possible things that can happen, if you don't choose anything, then you're letting anxiety creep and take over you. So the only way to get over anxiety is by accepting that you have it, living with it, and choosing any path. It can be wrong. It can be the best, but it can be wrong. But you chose a path, and you have to live with it. And that's what I've been doing for the past 10 years in my public speaking career, socializing with a lot of people because of social anxiety. Well, because people think I'm an extrovert. I'm really not. I'm an introvert, and people think I'm an extrovert because I speak in public and I have friends that people think I do. And no, No, I'm an introvert. I'm a NEET, basically. So anyway, that's all about anxiety. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. I might do more videos like this. Who knows? It took me a couple of months to make a video after self-confidence, so I don't know. Maybe in a couple of months again. Who knows, really? But since I am making videos again, I'm gonna be making more horror videos, more indie games, more vlogs if you guys want it, and just gonna go back into the groove of making videos again. I will be streaming again. I'll be streaming The Last of Us 2, New Game Plus, because there's a new permadeath mode, and I don't know if I want to try that, but I completely forgot anything about The Last of Us 2, so I'm just gonna stream it. I'm gonna do Valorant streams again, and lots of things in the future, so catch that on twitch.tv/Rycopene or facebook.com/Rycopene, maybe on youtube.com/Rycopene, who knows, I don't really know. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.